Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. Okay, wellness check. How's everybody out there? Woohoo! Thank you so much for joining us here on Go Live TV. It's such an honor to be here, and I'm always excited to share the amazing things that stellar individuals are doing in the community. Maybe they're not worldwide heroes, but they're heroes to me because they have hearts of gold. And I'm holding up the book that is entitled, I Like Being Me. And I would love to introduce to you the co-authors, Rita and Sam Burke, to the show. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's so amazing to have you again. You've been here for the second time as well, so it's a returnee show. It's a reunion show. Thank you so much. So congratulations on the book.
Thank you so very much.
Beautiful illustrations, and we can see here it's illustrated by MD Ashik.
Yes.
So we'll talk more about the illustrator very shortly. But tell me, how have you been doing? We haven't seen each other in a few years.
Yeah, we haven't seen each other in like a million years.
A million years.
But it's certainly good to see you, and we have been
Thank you.
keeping well.
Yes,
And
thank
as you know, we have been spending our time writing children's books. Our first one, as you can see, is I Like Being Me. And there is a workbook that goes with it as well,
Amazing.
with questions directly from the book. Currently, we are working on book number 3, which is about a little boy. His name is Mason. And Mason is in the kitchen cooking up, whipping up cupcakes for his birthday party, carrot cupcakes. And he and his dad are in the kitchen just having a ball, singing and dancing while they're making these cupcakes. So that's how we've been doing.
Fantastic. I love it. I like the cooking theme that we have on the show today, cupcakes and cakes. And Sam, tell us what other amazing things. I know that you had a 17th anniversary for the Ebony Toastmasters,
Yes.
for which you're both co-founders. So how did that go?
Well, that went quite well, actually. That was on the 17th of October, 17 years.
17 years.
And it just so happened that it fell on the same night that we normally meet, which is a Monday night. So that was very special. And
Excellent.
what we had several past members over the years who came back to give testimonial about Ebony Toastmasters. So that was quite exciting.
And just very quickly, tell us a little bit about what Ebony Toastmasters is. It's very unique, very special. I was so happy to be part of that on a couple occasions. Tell us what that's about so we can get people involved.
Well, very briefly, Ebony Toastmasters is a worldwide organization that encourages people to come together to overcome their fear of public speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But not only is it about public speaking, it's also about leadership.
Yes.
So people get an opportunity to practice different roles at different times and just to go through that. And in doing that, it also helps with their self-confidence.
Yes.
Either in presentations, in interviews, in leadership, all different areas.
In all different areas.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. So I know we have some pictures of the anniversary, but before we get to that, I'd love to just play a clip of I Like Being Me, a trailer of the book. So if we can take a look at that.
I like being me. I like being me because I can hear the rhythmic sounds flowing from the skin of my ancestral djembe.
I like being me. I like being me. I like to read and I like to write because my grandma and my grandpa tell me that when I read and when I write, I become confident and I become bright.
Oh, could you please give us a round of applause for that? And I can hear your narration, your voiceover for this amazing trailer. This is an incredible accomplishment, and I want to thank you. You know, in a time where people have so many challenges with so many factors, so many outside factors that are affecting mental health. It's really important to have voices like yourself to remind us that it's important to love yourself. I like being me. So can you tell us a little bit about the motivation for writing the book?
I need to begin by saying that I Like Being Me is Sam's baby. Sam wrote the manuscript in 2005 and stuck it away in a drawer. And then, when COVID started, he decided to pull it out to continue his work because, of course, there was more time. And together we sat down and polished and refined and polished and refined I Like Being Me. But the more we worked on it, the more we realized that it is critical for children, all children worldwide, to see themselves represented in books. Representation means a lot. Also, not just representation in illustrations, but in the script as well. And so every child regardless, could put their right hand on their left shoulder and their left hand on their right shoulder.
Let's do that now.
Yes. And say to themselves, I
I
like
like
being
being
me.
me.
I like being me.
I like being me.
Regardless of if they're on the spectrum, regardless of if they've got one leg, regardless if they're wearing glasses, regardless of what's happening in their lives, there needs to be a time when children and adults as well can pause and say, I like being me. It is critical for them to be able to like themselves.
Amen to that. And you called it, I want to make sure that I have the right terminology, an effective affirmation?
Yes. I've decided that it's an extended affirmation.
Extended affirmation.
Because every page that you go through says something about liking being me. And there is research to support the fact that affirming oneself can go in, saying it out loud, it goes into the DNA, and you begin to believe it.
Yes,
So
yes.
could you imagine getting up in the mornings, hopping out of bed, looking in the mirror, and saying, whether you're an adult or you're a child, I like being me. So when you wake up, if you're not feeling on top of the world, just affirming that will make you feel, I guarantee, as if you are on top of the world and you are a gift to the world.
Yes. We love that. Thank you so much. Pearls of wisdom. We like being me, right? We like being ourselves. And Sam, this you said was an extension from 2005, right?
Yes.
This is your baby. So how do you feel now that you've birthed a baby?
Well, it's very interesting that you asked that because the book was written, as Rita said, it was put aside, and we just carried on with our lives. And then I came across it and thought, maybe there's something here. So I brought it to her attention, and she just decided, well, let's keep going with it. But when I saw the finished product, I thought, wow, did I do that? So that's kind of where we're at.
Excellent. And you are both the owners of Burkes Bookstore. Where is that located, Rita?
Burkes Bookstore was started in 1974. We had a brick and mortar at that time. A few years ago, we decided that perhaps we needed to transition to an online bookstore.
Right.
So currently, Burkes Bookstore does not exist as a brick and mortar, but it exists online as burkesbookstore.ca. So we're just beginning to take baby steps towards establishing it as we were established when we were brick and mortar.
Okay, excellent. And this is where you can purchase the book. I
That
Like
is
Being Me.
correct.
Okay.
Burkesbookstore.ca.
Okay, so the book, and then you also have the workbook,
workbook.
that goes along with the themes in the book.
Yes.
And then you have a third coming out when?
Number 3 should be out before the year ends.
Ooh,
And I think
I'm excited.
at this point, I'm not beginning to. I love it because it's such fun. With this little boy in the kitchen with his dad, and they're drum rolling, and they're singing, and they're dancing, and they're having such a wonderful, jolly time making their carrot cupcakes.
Carrot cupcakes in
Yeah.
particular.
Yes.
They're very delicious.
Yes.
Thank you.
They are delicious because we've tried them. We've tested them. We've literally made them at home, and it works.
And it works.
It works.
Excellent. I just wanted to say that it's just been a joy having you here and just learning about your journey and this amazing manifestation of just wonderful ideas, and to remind people how wonderful they are. I Like Being Me is going to be, it will create a legacy for the community. So thank you for what you've done. It's really a blessing. Where can people find you on social media? So remind us again where they can purchase the book and maybe how we can stay in contact.
On social media, you can find us on Instagram at Burkes Bookstore CA.
Okay.
I think it's .ca.
.ca.
Yeah.
Are you on the gram?
Yes, Instagram.
On
yes,
Instagram.
yes,
Okay,
yeah.
fantastic. Okay.
And if my ears, I believe we said we began in 74, but it could
It's
be
94.
Was it 94?
It's a sign of my age.
Oh my gosh, you're only getting younger. Thank you. And before we go, I'd just like to ask you, Rita, I know you have many pearls of wisdom, but what can you leave with someone right now who's on the brink of releasing a beautiful story? What would you advise an up-and-coming author?
I would say that this is the time, particularly for people from our community, to go writing. We have so many fantastic stories to tell. They're worthwhile. Our ancestors would be so proud of us for stepping forward and telling our stories. So go for it, go for it, go for it.
Awesome. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Everyone, thank you so much. Rita, Sam Burke, thank you so much for blessing us tonight. Please reach out to them on social media. Get a copy of I Like Being Me. And I'm going to hug myself and send out virtual hugs to you. I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight on the Nikki Clarke Show Live. If you'd like to be a guest on our upcoming show, we're going to be having a holiday birthday show, my Freedom 55 birthday show coming up in December. So I'd love to have you. And also, we are always looking for people to come on board as interns. And also, if you'd like to help us with this journey of the show, we'd love to get any kind of funding and advertising. This is about you. These stories about you. They're a reflection of this beautiful community we have. So let's keep the stories going and let's keep the transformation happening. Thank you so much for joining, and God bless you. Bye for now.